Hello, what is up ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program with my new, not-so-laggy computer. And today, we're going to be launching the Odyssey I. Now, this mission is quite complicated, I found out while I was building it. And as you can see, I do have B9 Aerospace Pack installed, not that I'm going to be using it right now. I, however, will be using the MapSat mod plugin, whatever you call it. Just give us a second to load. Alright, so, yeah, let me just give me a chance on explaining this. Okay, so, we have our launch stage with boosters and asparagus staging, tons and tons of tanks. Then here in the middle, we have our interplanetary, or rather, moon transfer stage. Next, we have the main lander with a capacity of 4x4x4 plus 2, which makes 34 brave colonizing Kerbonauts. Yeah, see, that's 34 Kerbonauts. Plus their rover, mounted upside down. Actually, all this is mounted upside down. Then we have our MapSat. So, okay, this is complicated. So we'll use this stage to get into orbit and maybe help us push our way a little bit to the moon. Then this will get us to the moon. Then once we orbit the moon, we decouple this and wait a while, so that we can scan the moon for any landing sites that we might be interested in. Okay, and then once we find a landing site, then we'll use this to lower our orbit. Once we're pretty low in our orbit, we will go ahead and ditch that. Then we'll use the lander here to touch down on the moon. Once we touch down on the moon, we'll detach the rover, and because the rover will be stuck underneath the lander, we'll launch the lander again and just push it over maybe like a dozen meters away, and then we'll be good. So that is quite complicated, but I have a good feeling about this. I have not tested this whole setup out yet though, so I am a bit worried. Actually, before we launch this, I'll go ahead and let's see. I did send a scout bot to the Neil Armstrong Memorial, and I'm going to delete that because we're going to be using the MapSat to find that. Actually, it's pretty easy to find anyways. Now let's launch. And with my new computer, this should have minimal lag, if any. It should load a bit faster. I think part of it is my hard drive, though. I am thinking of getting an SSD, though. But that might be a few months into the future. Let's wait for this to load. It's always laggy when it loads. So yeah, as you probably would be able to see through the recording. Okay, let's turn map drawing off because that lags stuff on. Okay, anomalies on. Position on, sure. Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty smooth, especially considering I do have the graphics pumped up to high. Okay, and we should probably control from here. Control from... No. Because the command pod is upside down, my whole nav ball is upside down. No, I don't want to rename you. I want to control from there. So we got Halman and Dunlung. Kerman. Actually, yeah, let's see. Let's fill this up. No, we want that to be empty. We'll fill this vessel with a ton of people. Oh wait, we just filled the entire vessel. Okay, let's remove that guy, because we want some capacity there. And we got tons of Kerbonauts. We got Herbo, Ansel, Munblad, Malbrut, Nelbury, Fillery, Don the load cell, Kelster, Dilwell, Grendan, Mackley, Shantry, Fredbart, Lodfred, Wine Harcott, Elric, Phileny, Melzen, Munlass, Ludon, Lonming, Sonbri, Gusky, Singling, these are weird names, Kelbass, Shanler, Donrod, Wilfrid, Camford, Chadme, Odcan, and Gusford Kerman. All these brave 34 Kerbonauts are quite excited for the voyage. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous now. Alright, it's a good time of the day. Actually, I wonder if we can get a good camera angle on this. If orbital acts like chase in a way. If that works, I don't know. Let's try that. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and launch! A bit shaky. Oh wow, quite shaky actually. No, oh. What the hell? How? What? This was working fine in my launch test. Shall we try that again? I don't know. What happened? Okay, this time I'm going to try launching from the normal view. Let's see how that turns out. Status operational. Control from here. Map drawing. Okay, never mind. We don't have that on yet. Throttle up. And let's try this again. Interesting. Maybe it has to. Oh, jeez. Sorry guys, I'm gonna need to do some troubleshooting. I'll be right back. Oh man. Alright guys, so apparently just adding a few more struts in between these boosters actually helps. Somehow. You can never have too much space tape. So yeah, let's launch once again. Let's see, I do have all, yeah, it's all filled up. Okay, we're good. So if you're wondering, the lander alone, I think it includes the rover, but this whole thing up here, it's like 86 metric tons, I believe. So yeah, quite a challenge to getting this into orbit. On my old computer, this would get like literally 2 frames per second on the lowest graphic settings. But as of now, I am getting roughly 10 frames a second on the highest graphic settings at 1440 by 900. So yeah, it's quite an improvement from my last computer. Pretty happy with it. I should probably control from up here. There we go. And we're about to eject the first stage of boosters. About to. Yeah, those boosters run out. Those external tanks. And there we go. And those as well. Okay, that's first stage gone. And once we eject the next pair of external tanks, we will start doing our gravity turn. Speaking of gravity turn and stuff, we should try to get an epic camera angle here. Mount it somewhere on this door, I don't know. Yeah, that works. Oh, we're spinning a bit. Oh well. Quite a cool view here. I'm actually thinking, I've probably mentioned this in the last video, but I'm gonna try to do a cinematic. Maybe something sort of like the Build Dream Fly trailer. Sadly, that got removed for some reason. I'm guessing it's probably the music. It was not royalty free. I'm gonna try to do my own, but I'm gonna need a little bit of practice. And okay, there's our center of mass moving. Oh yeah, we should probably do our gravity turn. Yeah, we're a bit high. Oh well. Let's see, we can probably press 5 to activate all the scientific instruments. Let's make sure, yep, it's working. And that is working as well, including the ones up here and on the rover, wherever I put them. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that now. Let's check our orbit. And you might have noticed I do have MapSat 1 or in a polar orbit around Kerbin, just scanning the planet Kerbin. Switch over to the moon because that's where we're going. Get back in this view. Watch all the beautiful scenery from 30,000 meters up. Yeah, wait, what is... oh, just some debris. And, whoa, what was that? Okay, we can probably roll over a little more. Match with our prograde vector. Yeah, that's what it's called. Let's see, so sadly, our main crew is, yeah, Dongwon is just kind of neutral. Oh, actually, Halman is quite courageous. We're going to have him walk on the moon. Otherwise, the rest of the crew is, and there's some done ones, some smart ones, and decently balanced. So that's good. We can probably... oh, okay, let's eject that. Hope nothing blows up. Good. Okay. And let's just turn over, lock SAS, and cut the engines, and let's wait, zoom a little bit more. Let's wait until we get up to like a minute behind our apoapsis. Okay, that's good enough. And let's try to make a good orbit. I guess I could have positioned myself better to go straight for the moon, but no, that did not happen today. And you might have remembered in my previous videos, any rocket I built like this would wobble a ton, but I forgot which YouTuber did this, but I saw a YouTuber do this little trick where he gets a support beam here and gets struts going to the other tanks. So this is actually super rigid and stable, which I like. Roll over a bit more. And now that we've ejected all the boosters, we're now getting a better 15 FPS, still on highest graphics, just as a reminder, on my new computer. I'll put a link in annotation form, or in the description, or however I'm going to do that, to the build video that my friend and I created. And in that video, we show ourselves assembling the computer. My friend describes all the parts, and oh, my orbits. No, never mind. And yeah, we also show me turning it on for the first time ever. I should probably also mention that it wasn't as easy as it seemed at the end of the video. I mean, at the end of the video, we thought, oh yeah, we're done. It's gonna be awesome. But no, it ended up taking us the whole night and part of the next morning to figure out how to get the windows and all the drivers working, because my hard drive was being stubborn since it came with a pre-built computer. Oh, our orbit's about to circularize. Once we get that above 70, we can cut the engines. And let's roughly plan this out. Once we get to about here. In fact, I'm not even going to use the maneuver node because I'm pro like that. Resources, we're doing alright. And there's the Aurora space station. So we want to try to, I believe how the map set works is if you're any farther than 500,000 meters, the radar scan won't work. So we're going to try to get an apoapsis of about 500,000 meters. And actually a polar orbit would be nice too. Actually would be kind of awkward though. I don't know, we'll just see what happens. I guess I do have some light engines on, ion engines on, okay, we need some assistance. Some light ion engines on the mapsat, so we could push it into a different orbit if we wanted to. Felt the need. Okay. We're just using as much of our launch stage as we can to assist us in going to the moon, or mun, however you like to say that. And we're about to run out of fuel. Okay, cut the engine. Okay, we got the staging is all correct. And what? Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, let's do that. Okay, here we go. Shut down the engine. Get pointed straight, and let's turn on the lights. Haha, there we go. So long, debris. And hello, the moon. Hopefully. This might take a moment. I probably will fast forward through this. So yeah, see you then.